Yo, hello everyone. Hello, welcome to a new live stream. So, let's see what do we have today for the stock market. Welcome everyone. Let me welcome all of you one by one. Incredible Jackman, hello buddy. Lucas, Idroy, Chianzu, hello. Fabio, nice to see all of you guys. Jack, welcome buddy. And Cupido, hello. And Felix, hello, buddy. All right, guys, and Julio, I think I passed Julio. Sorry, Julio. So nice to see all of you guys. Nice to see you here. All right, don't forget, of course, to support the channel, hit the like button, and share the stream, and subscribe if you didn't yet. So let's see what do we have as a special request as well. So we have, of course, our usual list, and we're gonna see some from the Discord members, and of course we have Oracle for Incredible Jackman. If you have time, please can I have requests? Sure, buddy. Here we go. Lucas, DAX. Let's see the Deutsch index. Hey mate, love your work. Thank you, buddy. Edroy, thank you, man. Request is UEC. All right, here we go. Xianzu, hello, buddy. VH2. Okay. Good morning, Fabio. LEU for Jack. And Cupido requested ANET. All right. And Julio is requesting SLP. Okay. Hello, Kobe. How you doing? Nice to see you here as well. Yo, Jimmy. And Tony Sim, nice to see you, all of you guys. All right, so if we have more time, we're gonna take more requests. But if we have more time, so let's start with the NASDAQ. Of course, the NASDAQ today is still, of course, showing a little bit of weakness. Basically, yesterday, I don't think if I made an update on YouTube, but I made the update on Discord, I think, to test, of course, this wave 4. Sorry for YouTube. I think, yesterday I was a little bit busy and I couldn't really update at night. So I left, at that time. So basically, I updated a potential wave 4 because we got our invalidation, of course. invalidation of bullish, meaning invalidation of the impulse 1, 2, 3, where is our wave 4 and a 5, right? We dropped down and we estimated in the live stream yesterday anyway that the weakness is still there and long sideways range is not looking good, and invalidation of triangle and so on, right? So we were expecting that we're gonna drop. Now currently we are testing this area. This area, which is of course the perfect fib level in a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 ending diagonal. Why? Because you have an A, B, and a C zigzag here, which is of course here kind of like an ending diagonal as well. A, B, C, wave 1, 3 ways down for wave 2 zigzag, and another zigzag. This is an impulse correction internally. Definitely this is an impulse, right? Which it was supposed to be a wave 3 as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. That means, of course, it ends up as a zigzag. So we have zigzags, right? We have zigzags. Currently, we got a kind of like another potential zigzag. This can be, of course, a leading diagonal, wave A, B, and a C dropping down. And currently, we see in the opposite side, 5 ways up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Leading diagonal wave A. Very understandable to get a wave B, and then moving toward the upside. So in this case, I'm looking still for a zigzag in a wave 5, meaning obviously we're moving here potentially in a diagonal, unless, of course, we invalidate. Where we invalidate exactly? Well, 100% invalidation will be exactly at the 1-to-1 fib level taken from the wave 2 here to the wave 3. Meaning, yeah, still very far for invalidation, meaning this diagonal can open there, but of course the possibilities start to reduce once you start to see an expanding diagonal. Meaning even I'm not gonna wait for the 1-to-1 fib level. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy paste this trend line from the highs and bring it to the lowest low here. If the price breaks it, which is a 0.618 actually, and the uncommon target for wave 4, if we break it, okay, it's done. Okay, you start to expand here, right? Which is very rare case, meaning, okay, our scenario that we're talking about, A, B, and a C as an expanding flat, extended wave 4 might be unfolding. Therefore, the key level will be around or below a little bit the 24K 600. Let's say 24K 600, meaning this is confirmation for lower prices, all right, at 24K 600, all right? No need for the 1-to-1 fib level, okay? So simply like that, right? Yeah, so these are the possibilities, guys, for NASDAQ right now. What I'm watching is the diagonal. Is it gonna be invalidated? Now, even higher possibility starts to get much more clearer that we're moving downward is simply breaking also the 886 here. Okay, so breaking the 886 over there, well, honestly, even you should not get to the 0.618, 0.786 because it's a wave B. It should be a wave B, right? So, yeah, breaking this area, or yeah, that the price comes into this area, this becomes a very low possibility to move up. Why? Because I'm not looking here. I'm not looking for a potential impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm looking for an ABC. A wave B normally in a zigzag should not be very deep. A zigzag should look like blitz a little bit, yeah, like a thunder. So wave B normally is fast and shallow. So is it gonna be the same? We're gonna see, guys. If we dive deeper, the possibilities start to reduce. Okay, taking the 886, even higher possibility we drop. Breaking this trend definitely will drop. Okay, we drop, of course, for a wave 4 targets for a wave 4 here, taken from the A to the B top here, wave C expanding flat. This is your target. In case, of course, we invalidate the bullish here. That means 23K 500 or 600, 23K 300 are the targets here for NASDAQ. All right. And we don't forget that on the all-time days here, or the daily, we are potentially in a finished impulse. We're very, very close to finish. Don't forget that the targets here also taken from the zone 1. While this was based on the previous wave 3, currently if we are taking this as a wave 3, here we go. So your blue box has transferred to this area, meaning this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, the 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This wave 5 has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 ending diagonal. Now, target in common, if we take this in a wave 5 for a diagonal, we're gonna see a confluence. Yes, already the weakness is already there, shown up. I see already weakness because you're ending diagonal here, right? And that means, of course, the things has started to be hesitating to move for higher. It doesn't mean that you will not get one more leg, which is gonna be, of course, in confluence at the 25K, 300, potentially 400 as well, okay, in this area. So very likely that we take simply the uncommon targets here and in confluence, and then we drop down, okay, because of course here we have finished an impulse wave 1, right? We have finished an impulse wave 1 for a wave 3 major, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So yeah, this is what we're looking for. And the wave 2, of course, I'm expecting a shallow wave 2. Now you will tell me, KG, what is shallow? Because of course minimum target is 0.38, which is very deep actually, but still shallow. Why? I'm expecting a shallow one because at 21K, because of course this is a 1-2 for a wave 3, by the way. This is your wave 3. This is another wave 2 here. And this is another 1-2, and we push higher. I'm gonna explain also this scenario on the all-time history. So on the all-time history here, we are looking for this. You are in a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Currently, we are in a wave 5 in the yellow, okay? Inside this wave yellow, you need an impulse. You need a 1, 2, and a wave 3, 4, and a 5. Now, wave 3 definitely is not going to move straight ahead one single line. Of course, we're going to get a 1, 2, which is the shallow wave 2 that I was talking about. Okay? And that means this 1, 2 here has to show up. Okay? We have to see a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. This is a 0.38 somewhere here. Yeah, so yeah, on all-time history, it looks very small. But of course, on the lower time frame, it looks like, yeah, something very massive drop. So yeah, these are the possibilities for NASDAQ, guys. Let's watch today, of course, what's going to happen in this area. If we dive here between the 24K 700, yeah, that will not be really nice. All right, for SPX, let's move for SPX. We are at 21. Wow, it took a time a little bit. 22 actually. Here we go. All right, so the same thing. I'm not gonna take time with it because I see the same scenarios, of course, still the same scenarios. So this wave 1 probably finished over there. I'm gonna take this as, of course, truncated ending diagonal 1, 2, and you have a wave 3 here, and you're getting wave 4 and potentially wave 5, meaning also the same diagonal is being tested right now. Okay, so we're looking for these potential wave 4 target, common target for wave 4 in a diagonal here. We are looking for, yeah, I mean, it should be already done basically, and that you are looking for higher so far. And that means, of course, this move here should be your A. A, B, and a C for higher. Okay, 3, 4, and a 5. I'm gonna remove this and I'm gonna make this, because it's much more precise, wave 5 as diagonal. Here we go. Yes, we might get a little bit extended wave C here. We should, unless the wave 4 not finished yet, can be unfinished wave 4 and then moving higher again. But signal, of course, that we are not in this diagonal anymore, a little bit deeper one, but yeah, here we go. Okay, so it can be, yeah, deep, but basically I would say once you get to the 0.618, if you break it, well, this is a very low possibility, guys. Okay, if we break the 6,600, that's a very low possibility. Therefore, yeah, after this, I'm looking definitely for something, because you finished in 3 waves. It's not possible really to come back for a wave 5. Yeah, and there is no 1 2 1 2. Definitely this 3 waves, and of course this kind of like a double zigzag, yeah, double impulses, zigzag, A B C, and you can see the shallow wave B as a, of course, as a blitz, yeah, as I mentioned. So yeah, the targets in case that we really drop down for an extended wave 4 in a wave C expanding flat, this is your target. It might be deeper. It might be a deeper wave 4. By the way, sorry, this should, in SPX is not an expanding flat, it is a regular flat. Sorry guys, here we go. In SPX, because we didn't took the high, S&P, all right? We didn't took the high. In a wave B, it's still regular flat, while NASDAQ took the high. So yeah, 6,400. All right, so I would say confirmation for lower somewhere here below the 0.618 decisively. Of course, we need to see a decisive price moving over there. All right, so it might be the 6,600. Okay, 6,600 would be, of course, a target as confirmation for lower here. Invalidation for bullish, we don't need it anymore. Yes, so these are the targets, guys, and the key level. Target for up for wave 5, targets, key levels to decide bullish or bearish, target for bearish. Correction, I would say, nothing is bearish yet. Okay, so yeah, it's the same for NASDAQ, yeah, so the targets for the correction, and the targets, of course, for yeah, for the wave 5. Let me put a wave 5 here, and by the way, let me clean up. No need for this anymore. Confirmation for lower, yes. I'm gonna keep the 886 here. No need for this. Here we go. So basically, yeah, the target here, I think we put it, but on the daily, but not on the lower time frame. So wave 5, diagonal. All right, here we go. Okay, guys, so that's it for NASDAQ and SPX. I think this is the most clearer, yeah, analysis here. So bullish, bearish, key level. All right. Okay, guys, so we're gonna wait for an answer. Actually, we'll see what's gonna happen. Okay, so next is the gold, where the gold we have at 26 minutes 30. Okay, so for the gold, well, the gold, of course, after this drop yesterday, I mentioned, of course, we need to see a rebound, right? We need to see a rebound. We hit the 0.23. By the way, it's one of the most massive drop down for the gold price since years ago. Okay, since years ago, even decades. Okay, even decades. So I expected this. It's an 8.5%. Okay, so in one day, this is what we're saying. In one day, one single day. So we never saw this, yeah, before in the gold, 8.5%. It was very aggressive, yes, as expected. I mentioned that, okay, after every very extended move in a wave 3, expect a very aggressive wave 4. So if this is a wave 4. Now, today, I wanted to look, of course, in a bigger view. Definitely, it's time to look at the gold in a very big overview, yeah? And that because of the drop, of course. So basically, I mentioned today in the Discord that we gotta be careful with the gold. Yeah, the target has been hit in the all-time history and in the macro level. The first target has been hit, which is the 886 0.786 for a wave 3 in a diagonal. So 1, 2, 3 has been hit. Are we gonna move in a wave 4 for a diagonal and then wave 5? Or are we going to continue rather than being in zigzag? Are we going to continue for 5 to transform to an impulse? And why an impulse here? Because, of course, you have already an impulse also there. You can consider not just the zigzag here, you can consider the price action from the 60s till the 70s. You have already a wave 1. I'm going to zoom in. Now you will say, what KG is talking about? About these, exactly. The gold raise up, of course, in the 68, which it was the Cold War here, right? From the $35 to the almost $45, $44, which it was also an interesting rise up, right? Always was 23.7%, which is the same what we got right now. We got with the gold almost with this move toward the upside here since the 2016, sorry. We got almost, wow, 300% even. Yeah, I mean, this is 2016. But if we take, of course, I mean, something very closer from 2022, which is the start of the war of Ukraine, yeah, that is also huge. That is also huge. It's 178%, even much more. But interesting moves. This is what I'm saying. So we got, of course, a move toward the upside here. As an impulse, we got a correction. We might get, of course, another impulse. This is what I'm saying here. Okay. So what if we get a wave 4 in an impulse? By all means, right now, yes, I'm investigating a drop. Okay. Very honestly, I'm investigating a drop, whether in an impulse, which is going to be a shallow wave 4 and then wave 5, or it's going to be in the diagonal one, which is a wave 4 very deep. Now, this has to be updated. This wave 4 is over there, meaning $3,150. Can it be the minimum target for a wave 4 in an impulse, then wave 5? Or it's gonna be the diagonal, which is normally, I mean, the perfection for diagonal is 1,476. Now, I doubt it. It's the same as you do, guys. From 4K to drop down like this very massively. Now, the drops that we saw, of course, are not matchable with the move towards the upside. So therefore, very likely to get only the 0.23, which is an impulse. And I think the impulse might unfold. All right, which is at 3,150. So as an estimation, yes, the gold might drop. Of course, nothing will continue just straight one line, because literally this is one line, okay, for the gold. So it's time, of course, for a deep correction, guys. And I believe a zigzag is going to unfold here, the same as we got before. Okay, the same, but this one is smaller. And if you have realized, each time the correction gets smaller and smaller. So this is what I believe. 3,154 can be, of course, our target, 0.23 for a wave 4 in this orange scenario, meaning extended wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yep. What does it mean if we get an impulse? Therefore, it's a wave 3 in an impulse, meaning bigger impulse and not diagonal anymore. That means 1, 2, and you're looking for wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 again without invalidation, of course. Okay? So, because as I mentioned, if you are in a diagonal, which is far possibility for now, you need a deep wave 4, which is almost a common target. But don't forget that you have to interfere with the zone 1. It's a rule for a diagonal. And even the zone 1 is under it. And this supports much more the impulse scenario. And that means, of course, a shorter wave 4. Okay. That's the analysis for the next days, weeks, months, probably. Now let's move inside it a little bit closer. And if we see here on the weekly, on the daily. On the daily, after this move here, we got, of course, a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5 potentially. All right. So if this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, now currently, I'm still investigating this one, 2, where you have already 1, 2, again, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a major wave 3, right? So you got a 1, 2, 3. Obviously, triangle for a wave 4 and a 5, one line. So this is already one impulse. Therefore, we still have a 1, 2 here. Okay? And that means I'm still expecting a wave 4, 5. What does it mean? It means, of course, on the all-time history, that it's not the wave 4 that I'm talking about, the deep one. This is a shallow one. This is an extension. It's not this one. Okay? It's a wave 4 related somewhere here, meaning still unfinished wave 3. Okay? This one. All right? It's not a deep one. So just to make it clearer and not confuse you. Yeah, what is this wave 4? And internally, so basically, if I'm looking still for this wave 4, because we still have a 1, 2 here, wave 3, wave 4, and a wave 5, meaning internally here on the 2 hours chart, you would like to see, of course, a wave 4, which is the same count right now. Okay, we have but more detailed, where we have a 1, 2, and the wave 3, you're looking for this wave 4 and a 5. Now, this wave 4, regarding the time we did not reach yet the minimum requirement. Fib level hit very easily in 1 day. So basically, what's gonna be? Is it gonna be a deeper zigzag, a deeper correction, or is it gonna be a triangle or big triangle somehow, or is gonna be a flat and then moving toward the upside? By all means, right now, it is very likely, yes, to have a rebound, but I'm still expecting somehow lower prices later on. Now, even deeper, if we move inside it, you can see here that you got already a potential finished impulse here. 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So you can have finished an impulse here. It can be, of course, your 3 waves there expanding flat. And it can be an A, B, and a C unfolding here, which I'm expecting this to happen. So basically, if I label this A, B, and a C. And that means if this is your wave B, and obviously the 886 taken here, that means, of course, if we are looking at a regular flat here, we might just simply reach this area. Is it enough as a correction? Well, yes, because if you take the fib levels here, even it is enough as a wave 2 impulse. You reach the 0.38 already directly, which it might be, of course, I mean, in case of impulse or in case of a zigzag. Yeah, so in case, that you have A, B, C, maybe those numbers can goes here, but I doubt it because of the 3 waves. So therefore, expanding flat, wave A. And then we're looking here for something, of course, can go higher, but at the end it's gonna move down. Definitely that you took the 886, you're gonna take this low again, meaning we're gonna drop from somewhere, okay, after a wave B. Fill this area and finish a structure on time, and of course in 3 waves for wave 4. So this is what I'm expecting, guys. Therefore, right now, what we're looking at, of course, as a signal also of weakness or no higher, really higher prices, like as bullish. First of all, of course, you can consider this as a wave A, as diagonal leading, but wave 2 very, very deep, taking 886, reducing but not eliminating the scenario for wave 3, followed by a potential here diagonal. And this diagonal might be, of course, a wave 5. There, unfolding still. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Probably hitting the 1-to-1. Well, even maybe not. But let me check. Wave 5 as diagonal. Well, it's hard. No. It's gonna be kind of like probably truncated even. Or we are in something worse here. And yeah, because of this, it starts to give me the possibility plus the 886, which is a signal of a triangle. What does triangle means? Yeah, we will not see higher prices. A, B, C, D, and a E, and boom, we drop down. Which is a, yeah, very clear, of course, deep correction there. All right, so that is also a deeper analysis for the gold here. Sorry for taking time, but it's very essential. We are at the top probably, and we need to estimate. Okay, so 30, let's say 40 minutes for the silver. I'm not gonna dive so deep with the silver as the gold. But yeah, I'm gonna show also that the potential of a deep correction is the same scenario almost on the monthly here, just very fast. So basically, you can be here in a finished diagonal. You took the high, okay? You took the high in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. We gotta be careful. Okay, we start to see some red. Also, this zigzag in a wave C after ABC. Your wave C is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably finished. Probably another extension, yes. In 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Maybe not. Okay, so we gotta be careful. On the lower time frame, you can consider, if you don't want to consider this as a wave 3, 4, and a 5, which I think I'm gonna change my mind about it from being very, very bullish now. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, wave 3 can be finished 4 and a 5. Okay, so we gotta be careful. Now, currently on the lower time frame, where we can get, of course, answer if we're moving higher or not. Now, currently, you got, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need this ABC, of course, or something there to unfold, of course, for rebound. Yeah, so basically this also looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, what you need here is to break the 1-to-1 fib level, zigzag. Here we go. We need to break the 1-to-1 fib level, which is hard to do. Why? Because if you are here in a potential 1, ABC for a wave 2, you have kind of like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. If you're gonna get a wave 4 and a 5, okay, that might be. But I think this is gonna end up kind of like that. Like just kind of like 3 waves. Probably even probability here can this be an impulse, or it can be even a a potential W. meaning W, X, and a Y. However, breaking the 1-to-1 fib level would be a very nice indication that you might move for higher. Okay, in a wave B still. Why? Because the direction of the market right now has been confirmed downward. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, in a wave A. So yeah, this is your wave A. Okay. Yeah, that means of course we might be in a potential deep correction there. Okay, deep correction. All right, for the silver, Nvidia at 43 minute, and we finish the main list and we go to the chat. All right, so for Nvidia, so currently, as I mentioned, of course, for the Nvidia, we are at the top, right? We finished a potential wave 1 here, and we got, of course, a signal that yes, confirmation for lower potentially here in 1. 2, testing area failed, of course, to move higher, meaning I would say, yeah, that has succeeded to, of course, drop down or continue the trend downward, and we're still looking for lower. Minimum target is 166. If broken, we move, of course, impulsively, meaning in a wave 3. If ABC here, probably we might, of course, move up because this is still a 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. Okay, but currently we drop down. If we break it, okay, we drop in a wave 3, 4, and a 5, and a potential deeper correction here for an A, B, and a C, finishing on time in a wave 2 for a big 1, 2 here. So, very clear for Nvidia. Okay. For Tesla at 44 minutes 30. So for Tesla, we dropped yesterday. Of course, we got another drop here, which, as I mentioned, I mean, I don't trust Nvidia right now. Currently, is not the stock that I would like, of course, to really invest into it. Since, of course, on the macro level, we're done. We're done almost. Okay, you still can get one more high, which I'm expecting still, right? $516 in 4545, but that's it. This is it. I mean, the blue box has been already hit, right? That's why I'm done with it. But still, of course, this leg can unfold or not. Nobody knows, right? Now we see double 1-2 and not invalidated yet, but this is very deep from yesterday price. Okay, this is very deep. So in 1-2, 1-2, yeah, invalidation of bullish. Be careful. All right, let's see the chat before we move on with the special request. So where were we? I think Felix, Kobe, Jimmy, Tony. Yes. Hello, Phil. How you doing, buddy? ADA USD. ADA is a crypto buddy. We are on the stock market channel here. So on crypto channel, of course, is another channel there. Right. So you can type KG Trading Crypto. You will find it. S Bright, hello buddy. Hello, can I request Google? Well, if we have more time, yes, of course. But basically, yeah, today we had to dive a little bit deeper. So we took a lot of time, but I expected this because the gold and yeah, it might have topped. I have to explain it. So Arcane, hello buddy. If we have more time, sorry you're late today, but yeah, I'm gonna try my best. Okay. Free Minds, hello, nice to see you. Shailesh, good morning, buddy. Nice to see all of you guys. The best community ever. So 47 minutes. We are looking at FIVN, FIVN 5. Okay. What a move. No corrections in this impulse. Okay. I think this is... Oh, that's a very hard one. Okay. All right. Yeah. So basically, you have here like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. All right. So this is a gray, but very, very shallow, which I don't like this shallow corrections. Then you have a kind of a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. And I think this is your wave 5 over there. Your wave 5 internally has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a leading diagonal. Wave 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, yes. So you have like kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 even inside it. All right. But this is an ABC. Okay, it's not an impulse as you might think, and especially the wave V is very shallow here. Okay, so it's an ABC, 3 waves, and yeah, you move also in a motive wave downward, meaning 1, 2, 3, wave 4 interfering with zone 1, meaning of course this is a leading diagonal. So yeah, leading diagonal unfolding here. Shallow wave 2, or even, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Shallow wave 2 as per leading diagonal, mostly. It can be, of course, an ABC still for wave 2 and then dropping down. But yeah, this is not really good. And plus, you don't have any data to rely on. So, like, for example, is there an impulse before? Is this is a wave 5 or is it wave 3? Nothing. So stay away. Very simple. Stay away. Not recommended, guys. 49 minute 30 NNE. Nanonuclear energy. Okay, that's a very small one. Okay, but it looks like, of course, leading diagonal, but still very early, guys. I mean, it can be good, but be careful, guys. Be careful what you choose. Here we go. All right, so we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here finished. You're looking for the wave 2. It can be, of course, shallow, or it can be the minimum target here, 0.38. So be careful because it's a new chart and no data. It might dive deeper because uncertainty, all right? So 1, 2, or A, B, and a C. Your target is $20 minimum. So be careful with it. Still be careful. Not recommended again. Sorry, guys. Not. I'm not very optimistic with every single chart. WTI for crude oil. Yes. So the crude oil, I was estimating a diagonal still here. It looks like it's gonna work. A, B, and a C. So currently, we see a pump, right? And this is what I expected from our blue box magic, right? And then we see something moving toward the upside. Of course, this confirmation for lower is previously from the previous analysis is not related. Currently, I'm estimating the diagonal, guys, because we are in a wave, potential wave B here or wave 2. I'm estimating a diagonal, meaning I'm looking after this 886, which is a can be a common target for a wave 2 in diagonal. I'm looking for a wave 3 over there. Okay. Now, can be the wave 3 short? Yes, it can be, or it can be simply taking the high here. Okay, which is over there. Right. So taking the high. Let's say here. Take the high. All right. So basically, this is what it could be there. The target $78. Okay, in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Let me make this diagonal less aggressive. It's not gonna be so aggressive like this. It's gonna be, this is your wave 2. ABC is done with a short wave C. Yeah, this is when the market wants to move in diagonal. Exactly, this is what I was expecting. So 4 and a 5. Yeah. So wave 3 might be over there, $78.7. All right, this is your blue box there. In zigzags, of course, in zigzag, because you are in zigzag here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave C, A, B, and a C, okay? So it might be an impulse, correction impulse here, okay? And it looks like, yeah, the oil is moving very high. Internally, we're having 1, 2, yeah, definitely it's a wave 3, guys, unfolding, okay? Definitely. Yeah, and that because, of course, the war news are not good today. Okay, the war news are not showing good things. So, yeah, the oil might increase again. And even worse escalation right now. That's horrible. Because when they do kind of like, yeah, let's negotiate for peace and so on, and it fails, it goes worse. That's worse. That means more tension. All right. BBAI, Big Bear. All right. We never did this. Okay. It's a big bear. Really big bear. A, B, and a C. Okay. Very simple. Not recommended. Okay. You don't want to buy a failing stock. All right. Be careful. 54-minute Oracle. Okay, so for Oracle, which is one of our main, not coins, our main stocks here, on the all-time history, we are in an A, B, and a C, potentially toward the upside, unfolding as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We still have, of course, a big wave 1, 2 extended here. And potentially, why it is a wave 1? Because, of course, the diagonal, because of the diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4 interfering, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1. And that's why it is several 1, 2 here. This is your wave 3. Now, currently, you're looking for 5, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. Internally, on the 2 hours chart here, we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 so far. Can be finished. Well, can be. And yeah, I mean, it's hard to say that, okay, that this cannot be an impulse finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe internally without showing a wave 4 very clearly, but your wave 2 anyway is very shallow. So it can be, guys, okay? Because, of course, I see a diagonal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and I'm still see weakness. And, of course, I'm expecting at least ABC, or you are in a deeper correction here. So, yeah, we gotta be careful also with this one. No diagonal was given, by the way, yeah, for higher here. It was broken, and we see, of course, lower prices. So that means, of course, you are in a deeper correction still. So I already mentioned it, and here we go. I think we take confirmation for lower. Here we go. That means, yeah, we're heading downward. If we take the 242 here, okay, we have topped. We have to bring the wave 5, wave 3, wave 4 somehow like this. And even I doubt that this is a wave 4 related to wave 2 here, honestly. So it's too much. I mean, if it was here in this area, okay, we move up, that's fine. But currently, okay, it's not possible anymore. Therefore, possibility that you have topped, yeah, before taking the high or the blue box is very likely as well. Okay, so this is very likely too. And therefore, you might have topped wave 1 here. You might be looking for a wave 2. Be careful. Wave 2 to be updated, of course. This is a very old wave 2. So that means you are looking for this blue zone here. Based on time, if we are looking for a wave 1, 2 here, because we need, of course, continuation toward the upside here after correction, you're looking for this area, okay, which is 0.38 $229. All right, which is not so far, honestly. It's not so far. After invalidation, you might move up directly. Okay, so that's it for Oracle. Let's see the German index at 57. Let's see how the German economy is doing. All right, so okay. So we are in several 1-2s, as I mentioned. And by the way, yesterday I don't know, sometimes guys, I think about charts when sleeping. I was thinking about the DAX that also, I don't know how I remember it yesterday night while sleeping, but I think it might be also WXNY and double zigzag. I think, yeah, I was hearing something news about the German economy. That's why I remember the DAX. So double zigzag, all right, in an X here. So we gotta be careful because 4-1-2s is also becoming very, very unlikely. Okay, very unlikely. So I'm looking still for a drop here, at least to test a wave 1-2 first, meaning, yeah, A, B, and a C still unfolding there. In a 4-hour chart here, if we are in an ABC, this one, A, B, and you're looking for a wave C for a wave 2, this wave definitely can be an impulse, 1, 2, and you're looking for 3, 4, 5 downward. Okay? So the things are not yet looking great, I would say. Now on the 1-hour chart, we see something impulsive probably, but it's not very clear that it is going to be impulse. 1, 2, well, it's hard to say. I mean, even we cannot see clearly, but it can be maybe 1, 2, 3, short wave 3, 4, and a 5. Probably yes, because wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 then. Okay. But yeah, I don't really trust it yet because, as I mentioned, if this is a diagonal here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, and then what? Otherwise, I have to count this another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, another 1, 2. That's too much. So okay, we have to keep it. Meaning, right now, key levels. How do we decide? Key level. If you take this, it might be a confirmation for higher. Meaning, if we move up again, because you might get your 5 ways up, 3 ways down, and you move your high, you take the high, meaning okay, you move for higher. And that means if 24K 385 is gonna be taken, that means, yeah, you want to take again the second confirmation for higher, which is your 5 ways up, 3 ways down, you move for higher, you break the high, then okay, we move bullish then. So you need double confirmation here for the DAX to be, of course, looking for higher. I would say double confirmation. Okay? And especially if we come back to this area, because this area is the last area where you are in a wave B. Therefore, okay, the bearish is invalidated. Okay, we are bullish. Okay, yeah. So these are the things. All right. So, Shailesh, hello, hello. Lucas, take the CFD chart. More info, less gaps. German 40. Cash, German 40. CFD, is it this one you mean? Or is this one? Yeah. Okay, let's check. Thank you, Lucas. Do they have the all-time history? Is it the same? I think so. No. But it's fine. I mean, this is an all-time history here. That's why I like it. But yeah, German 40. I just want to check something. I mean, it's not a big problem, honestly, with the gaps and so on, because also the price can be clear. But here we go. What I would like to see is this 1, 2, 3, probably even 15-minute chart. Here we go. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 1, 1, 2. Yeah. It's not an impulse. It's not an impulse. Okay. This is what I want to watch. Thank you, Lucas. It's not an impulse. It is corrective. We drop down. Okay. As expected. All right. So this is exactly. All right. UEC. UEC at 1 hour 0230. UEC. Uranium energy. All right. Yes, we did this before. Okay, probably 1, 2. Yes. And we're heading towards the target actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Still unfolding in a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah. So very obviously we are in a wave 4, 5. And very obvious that the 1.618 is gonna be taken. Okay. Everything is fine. Everything as expected. Same target. Nothing has changed. Yep, so a little bit of red for a wave 4, that's it. VH2, Friedrich Vorwerk Group, okay. This is German. I mean, because the words are German, but VH2, I think is German, right? Okay. Of course, psychology found there potentially, right? Because we cannot be in a wave B expanding flat here, but everything is possible, of course. But let me check. Wave B expanding flat. Well, oops, it can be. Okay, so be careful from this thing. You want to break the 105. If you continue higher and you break it, okay, you might be in a new psychology. You're moving very massively. But because it is simply one single move, which I think it looks like a zigzag after 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, probably you're finishing here as ending diagonal. If you don't break it decisively like this, yeah, you cannot be sure that you are bullish. If you drop down, you start to see weakness. If you take this low simply, this one, this is confirmation for lower. What is the lower? Is the low there. A, B, and a C. So not recommended yet. Knowing that it is moving very high, but yeah, it can be, of course. I mean, it's a luck here, so be careful. It's a gamble somehow. Yep. I mean, the luck is always there, right? With everything we do, but when you reduce the luck and you work on probabilities, that's different. That makes a difference, of course. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, right? Target hit, unfinished structure, and still looking for higher. I believe 1 to 1 is gonna be taken. 4 hours chart, if you want to go inside this structure or daily here. So we are in double 1, 2. Obviously, this is your wave 3 finished. You have a 1, 2, and 3, 4, and a 5 finished. You have another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 looking forward. And finally, you have another 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, which is your blue scenario that is gonna finish a wave 5 in the yellow round. All right, so this is your impulse there. Probably 1.618 extended wave 5. Yes, already looking extended so far. Plus a short wave 3, so very likely yes. Okay. Yep, very nice one. ANET at 1 hour 6 minute 30. Okay, so this one we did it also before. We have a potential ABC. We are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably that we have topped here or not yet. Okay, we were experimenting here. What if we have, wow, what if we have a wave 4 finish directly? Jesus, why? Okay, that's a weird thing unless it is an ABC, guys. We're gonna come back for it. So what I'm surprised with it, by the way, it's a very old analysis, I think. Wait for impulse. Here we go. I don't know. So basically, if this is a wave 4, you hit the target, but the time here regarding a wave ABC, wave 2, is horrible. You never took the time. And let me double check. Yes, it's so far. This time is right. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. That means we are not here in a major wave 4. We did not finish wave 3. We did not finish wave 5. Neither a wave 3 here or C. That means you are here in a wave 3, 4, and a 5 extended. This thing is extending, meaning this has transformed to 1, 2. This is your wave 3, 4, and a 5. Here we go. So this is your great scenario, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, because it is an impulse, very clear, 1, 2, 3, and it's still looking for higher potentially, yeah. And that means 1, 2, even here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 can be finished impulse, guys. So I think that the 1.38 also can be an ABC, so be careful. Plus a finished potential impulse here. We drop down for another wave 4 and a 5. So in both case scenario, you gotta watch out. Okay. Yeah. So this is wave 3. You might look again for a wave 4 and a 5. 3, wave C. Okay. But very interesting. It has show up an extension. Okay, this is an extension over there, not a triangle anymore. We were estimating, I think here, A, B, and a C. No. But it looks like, because I was still expecting more time. But of course, once the invalidation of triangle taken, that is bullish, right? And that means, of course, extension 4, 5, 4, and a 5. So next target, I would say, I'm going to remove this. Next target might be, let me update here. You are in a wave 2 in the white. So you might get still, of course, the same target. Now, of course, this one is not existing anymore, but here we go. Yeah, $88 can be. Yeah, so basically you can be in $88. By the way, wave 2 is shallow. It might be deep. And normally as a guideline, when you have double 4, because double 1, 2, the second wave 4 comes back to the previous one, 4 and a 5. Okay? So, yep, that is ANET. XLP at 1 hour 11 minutes. Wow. Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna finish this one, and we're gonna finish our live stream. Okay, it's a new one also. It's gonna take a while. Okay, we have an impulse 1, 2. Okay, but very clear. Wave 4 and wave 5 still unfolding. Okay, so this is your impulse here. Your wave 5 is unfolding as obviously as diagonal, right? Here we go. Of course, how do we know is by simply interfering. First, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 interfering. Unless it is 1, 2, 1, 2 here. And how do we know that we are in 1, 2, 1, 2? By breaking the 1 to 1 fib level. Let's take this. Come on, snap it. All right, wave 5 diagonal. Here we go. This is your target basically, but if you break above it, above the 97, if you see, of course, the structure is continuing higher and breaking above the 97, which is the one directly, but by taking the 97, you are in a wave 3, meaning 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, at 97. All right, guys, that was it for today. I hope that you enjoyed the live stream and that this was informative enough for you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye bye.